Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Today we're going to have an extra video, and the reason is because I am in Las Vegas at our leadership conference and I am excited to be there, but I wanted to bring you a cute card today. I don't really know what this is called, but I'm calling it a triple decker card. And it's a cute little fun fold, very simple. I'm going to give you all the measurements today. I'm going to be using a designer series paper called Masterfully, hold on, it's really different, Masterfully Made. This is a 12 by 12 designer series paper that's in the annual catalog, right? We're going to have tons of new designer series paper when the mini catalog goes live. But we have tons of beautiful designer series paper that's in the annual catalog. Let's use it up. So today, I especially love this one. This is so beautiful. The back is beautiful too. This is the side I'm going to use today. And I'm also going to use this piece. Okay, and look at the back. It's gorgeous. You know I'm a flower girl, so what can I say? Anyway, let's get started making this cute card and show you how simple it is. Okay? Okay, so I am going to be using... Let's see if I can straighten up my camera a little bit. It's a little bit crooked. There we go. Maybe that's better. I'm going to be using Fresh Freesia as my card base. I'm going to be using some Berry Burst. And then, of course, these designer series papers. So there's a little bit of cutting. So I have my paper trimmer here. And I'm going to instruct you on measurements on how to cut this. I should mention something. We have a pierce mat. Okay, and this was brought to my attention at club that why don't I ever show them the pierce mat? And the reason is because it's not just for piercing, right? And so when you have photopolymer stamps, it's really an awesome tool that you can put underneath your paper like that. And it gives you a little cushion. Okay, so when you're stamping with photopolymer, even if your table is maybe a little wonky or whatever, you can use this to cushion your stamps and get a better stamp image. Okay, so there's a thought for you. It's called a pierce mat. If you've never seen it in the catalog, that's why, because you're probably looking for something else. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to do some scoring on this Fresh Freesia cardstock. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to make 2 score lines. The first score line is going to be at 1 3/4. Okay, so you're going to use your gray blade, and you're going to do 1 3/4 and 4 1/4. Okay, so those are your 2 score lines that you're going to use. Okay, and then we're going to fold with our... I'm going to take this out for now. It's making things a little wonky. We're going to use our bone folder to make a nice crisp fold. Let's fold this back. Okay, so there's our cute little fun fold. Okay, and then we are going to add some designer series paper. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. I'm going to use a piece of this Berry Burst behind it. So I'm going to add this to my, oops, I'm going to use this side. This side's awesome, but I'm going to use the other side. Okay, and the reason is because I want to be able to stamp on it, and it's a little lighter. It'll actually show it better. And now I'm going to adhere this to my card, the inside of my card. And there is an up and a down on this, so let's try to get that correct. I think it's this way. Okay, so this piece is this Berry Burst is 4 by 5 1/4, and the designer series paper is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so these will layer together nicely. Told you I was going to give you measurements, and then I didn't. Okay, so now comes the cute part. Okay, so now I have some designer series paper here, and this one measures 2.5 inches wide. Okay, so you got all this extra little pieces. This is perfect for this. So 2.5 inches. Now we're going to make 3 cuts. Okay, so the first cut is going to be at 1 1/4. You're going to cut these at 1 1/4. Oops, did I not cut that? I don't think I did. Oops, I think it's off the track. Is it? Yes, it is. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, 1 1/4. Let's try that again. Okay, so we have 1 piece, 1 1/4. We need 3 pieces, and 1 1/4. Okay, this is a little extra. You don't need that. Okay, now we're going to cut a piece of berry burst. So this is actually a little bit wider than our 2 1/2. It's 2 5/8. So it's just a little bit wider. Okay, and now we're going to cut 3 of these, 1 3/8. So 1 3/8. Another one, 1 3/8. I love this paper trimmer. It's so accurate. Okay, it is. So we used to have a paper trimmer. That's actually trash too. We actually had a paper trimmer that was like a guillotine, and I loved it, but it is not as accurate as this paper trimmer at all. And this paper trimmer has a nice long blade. You will not have to replace your blade that often. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere these to our cardstock. So we're going to have a tiny little border, not much. So I thought triple decker was kind of a cute name for this card because you got 3 of these. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you could dress this up a little more. You can add some more designer series paper here. You could add some more designer series paper here, or a white piece here to sign. Or you could actually put a white piece on the back, or you could sign it on the back. To make it simple, I'm just going to line these up on here, kind of like this. Okay, but I want them even, so I'm going to actually start with the center one. Okay, and I'm going to line up the first one. I wonder if I do need a little designer series paper on here. Do you think I do? This is some of this designer series paper is so busy. I don't know if it'll be too much. Let me think about this. Maybe I wanted to add a little bit more. Should I? I have this piece. Could add a little bit more there. It might really add to it. I think I could. Okay, I think if I do, I think I will add some more. Let me measure and see what size I need to make this. So I know it's going to be 5 1/4, but I want to make this 1 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to cut 1 1/2. Just 1 1/2 down this one. And then 5 1/4. Okay, I think that'll actually add something to the card by doing it. Yeah, I think it's good. I think I'll do this. Okay, so I'm going to add a little adhesive, and I'm just using my regular Stampin' Seal on this. I'm not using Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, now I'm happier with it. It was a little plain before. Okay, so now I want to add these. So I'm going to kind of position this in the center. Okay, and I want to put it all the way to the edge. Okay, so you're going to move it all the way to the edge, just like that. So we're going to put some adhesive right here. And now we're just going to adhere this. And you can space these out as much as you want. You could space it out more or less. I kind of like less, actually. So I think I'm just going to do less, like that. So I'm going to get these, try to get these all the same. Okay, so now you can see, you can just pull this like that. Okay, and you can actually stamp a little something there, which I am going to make this a thank you card. And so I'm going to stamp thank you from Charming Sentiments. Okay, and so now I am going to use my Pierce mat I'm going to put this underneath. Okay. And then I'm going to use thank you. And I'm just going to, where's thank you? There's so many cute stamps in here. This is a nice bold one. And it'll actually show up nicely on this print. So I'm going to use black. I'm not even using Berry Burst. Okay, so I want this hidden. So I'm going to stamp this about right here. Shows up nicely. Okay, so I can still sign it down here, or I could sign it on the back. I think it does need a little embellishment. And we have these Berry Burst adhesive back sequins trios. So these are the Berry Burst ones. So I'm actually going to add a few of these now. I use my Take Your Pick tool. Put one here. There's two different sizes. There's the small ones and the big ones. And I think this one will show up here. Okay. Okay, so there is our triple decker card today. And I have another one here I'm going to show you that I made earlier. Okay, so this one is using the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. So I did the same thing. Only thing is on this I just used, instead of using Designer Series paper, I used cardstock and I ran it through the embossing folder. Okay, and then the inside is that. And that is By My Side, the little girl from By My Side. And the hello is actually from Layering Leaves. I think, yes, Layering Leaves. And I positioned it so that that was hidden behind. Kind of looks like she's looking up to hello. So there, and then on this I just used our, this is the Pearlized Enamel Effects Basics. So I used the pearlescent white, and I just squeezed that out. I super love this stuff. It is, comes in these 3 bottles. Okay, so you get red, black, and pearlized white. So there you go today. I colored her in with the blends. So those are the 2 cards for today, our video. I hope you like them. I hope you like this cute little fun fold. I'm calling it triple decker card. You can call it whatever you like. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you soon. Bye.